Welcome from the heart of Munich at the Data Protection Café. Today's topic is how can I, as a managing director, measure my liability risk in data protection, and most importantly, how can I minimize it? More on this in today's video. Data protection law imposes a variety of obligations on the data controllers, typically companies that process personal data, regarding how personal data may be processed. The GDPR has not only introduced these obligations, but also the accompanying requirement to be able to prove compliance with these provisions if necessary. This is the so-called accountability in Article 5, the corresponding passage displayed here again. This means that companies must not only comply with the requirements, but also be able to prove their compliance if necessary. This presents a legal liability challenge for companies and their representatives to have proper processes in place in order for companies to act in compliance with data protection regulations and ensure adherence to legal requirements. What does this mean in concrete terms? What should the management do to professionally manage this liability risk? First and foremost, you should conduct regular audits. It is essential to know your position in order to be able to quantify the liability risk concretely and then take appropriate countermeasures accordingly. In line with the requirements from the ISO environment, annual audits are recommended here, and from our perspective, you should start with the areas that are particularly data processing intensive. These include the areas of information security, IT, as well as sales, marketing, and lastly, the human resources department. In these regions, there will be the highest degree of connection in some way or another to the processing and handling of personal data. This means that as managing directors, you should implement processes that regularly, on an annual basis, check these areas for their compliance with data protection and the presence of appropriate processes, and based on the audit results, take any necessary corrective actions. By adopting such a cyclical approach, you will also have the ability to demonstrate in the event of an audit that you have fulfilled your accountability and have consistently verified whether you comply with the requirements of data protection. To talk to Carl Valentin, I first waited slowly, then faster, leading to the conclusion of our conversation. Companies and management are strongly advised to implement regular audits in the company in order to effectively address and mitigate their data protection liability risk. Following the ISO requirements, annual reviews are recommended here, especially in the areas of IT, personnel, and sales marketing. This also allows the company and the management to showcase and demonstrate their own actions and measures for addressing accountability under the GDPR when in communication and contact with the supervisory authority. By the way, we provide our clients with Privacyst, our proprietary audit solution, in order to carry out these routine reviews. What else has happened in data protection? The Irish legislature is currently considering tightening national requirements that would significantly hinder or make it impossible to report on the actions of the Irish Supervisory Authority. Links with details are provided in the description. Thank you for watching.